with my co-host Joanne Thomas. Our special guest is actress Dahlia Salem. She plays Chloe Joe in the film Cut. Hope you enjoy. Welcome to the show. You're here today for the film Cut. It's getting premiered this week, and you star with some great people. Susie Lanier-Bromlett, William McNamara, Chris Moore, David Banks, Sam Scarber, and on and on and on. Of course, David Roundtree, the director, and he also played the character of Travis Simon. And Gabrielle Stone, the daughter of Dee Wallace.
That's right.
How did you get involved in this film, which I'm hoping to get in the next couple of days to get a chance to watch? How did you get involved in this possibly a gem of a film?
It was very exciting. I actually met David Roundtree through a good friend of ours, our mutual friend, Mike Simon.
Okay.
And Mike Simon, I guess what is he exactly at Freestyle Films, Roundtree? Help me out with that. What's his...
he is a freestyle releasing, and I've known Mike for several years, and actually the name Mike Simon was the inspiration for Travis's last name of Simon in the film.
I was just about to say that. Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah, so basically, Mike said, there's this wonderful director. I think you should meet him. There could be a role in there in this really cool thing he's doing. This passion project is his, and David and I had an interview, and I loved it because I really love the horror genre anyway, so it was very interesting to do that. Yeah.
Well, so obviously you're cuter than me because I was told that too, that Travis is a nice guy, to send him my resume, and I didn't get no part. So apparently, okay, I understand. And you play the character of Chloe Joe. Now, what is Chloe Joe's role in this film? What is she, and what's she do, and how is she part of the film?
Well, it's really interesting. She's sort of it's sort of an ambiguous introduction in some ways. She's, without giving too much away, she sort of comes onto the scene as a woman of the night, and you don't really know. So she meets Travis and Lane, David Roundtree and David Banks characters. And they sort of solicit her, so she sort of comes on in a sort of a mysterious way, and you don't really know how she's involved, or basically what happens to her is something that you realize later. I don't really want to give too much away; it's kind of tough.
Right.
But it's you think something happens to her, and then maybe it didn't actually happen to her, and she is more involved than you think with these two characters. So it's a mystery. That's how I see it. And she sort of becomes, she's really caught up with what's going on, and you realize that there's a little bit more to her than you think. And that's how I sum her up, yeah.
Well, ironically enough, I usually don't do interviews before I see the movie, but sometimes I do, and I think sometimes when you talk to the cast members and the director of a film that you didn't see yet, you kind of like go into the film with a different view, because now you're hearing the experiences of the actors, then watching the film afterwards, it has a different taste in your mouth, or your own different vision of the film. So yeah. Now I noticed that you have a stunt double, a body double.
I heard about that, but I didn't meet my double. I don't know, but some pretty gnarly things happened to me, so I can imagine why I have one. My character.
Anna Abel plays your. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen it before in a film. As far as a horror, I've never seen a body double. Interesting.
Okay.
Well, you're high class. How about that?
I don't know. I don't know that.
Now, here's a question for you, Dahlia. Did you ever...
Scott, you got to get the names right.
Miss Salem. Is that better? Did you know who Susan Lanier-Bromlett was before you were casted in this film?
Yes, I did, actually. She's very famous for The Hills, and The Hills has, I just remember seeing that a long time ago, and so she's just one of those gals, sort of like a Dee Wallace Stone to me, that's how I see them.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Because me as a 46-year-old and a child of the 80s, I've seen Dee Wallace and Cujo and E.T.
Yeah.
Susie in the Hills Have Eyes and stuff. And, Yeah, I think it's very unique to see some of these actors and actresses from my day that's still in the business, like Lynn Lowry and all these young ladies, and how they still got their looks. I mean, Caroline Williams, all beautiful women. I mean,
and
sure
they
their age.
they still have that following, I mean, there's a huge, all the people in the horror genre, all those fans are just so excited to see her. So it's really cool to be part of that, that energy. Yeah. So now you're going to be at the premiere the first night, I take it? You got your tickets? I know David Banks didn't get his in time, but did you get yours? Yes, I did. I certainly did. I was ready. I'm up and ready.
Hey, David, don't worry. I might be there on the 19th, so.
You know what? I think I'm going to have to find a scalper. I know.
You can sit on my lap, Dave.
There you go. I did that intentionally. That's why I did that.
To sneak you in the back door.
You can watch it.
Awesome. I think that from what I've been hearing about this film, of course I have not seen it, as I said, but I mean, from what Susie was talking about, she's actually playing the character of The Hills Have Eyes, Susan Lanier, that she's very excited about. And I think that this thing might get some legs. It might be, I think once the reviews start coming out, and I think this thing's really going to be taking a steamroll, because not only that, you have Gabrielle Stone, of course you have David, and Miss Salem. I'm not even going to try that first name again. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So thanks so much. Nice to meet you guys on the phone.
Yep. Take care of yourself and be safe.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Have a great one, Dahlia.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.
Disturbing news in North Hollywood. 2 headless female bodies were found early this morning, and police are now saying this could be the work of a possible serial killer.
I got an idea how to make some easy money. We can make a movie by getting real people and just scaring them. Let's do it. Every big horror movie's got like a larger-than-life bad guy. I think we gotta find somebody like that.
Wait a second, that's a homeless guy from out back.
She's perfect.
We're having fun.
Take this. Just scare her.
The guy came in there with a knife and he slit her throat. We're accomplices to murder.
I just don't know why I have to be the one to do this.
I guess the director can do whatever he wants, right?
We're making a movie. Elena!
So where do we go from here?